So now we're going to do another technique to attack a triangle or potentially an omoplata from our opponent's combat base, where they bring the back knee down to the mat. Okay? And this time, our opponent isn't giving us an obvious answer on how to break this up. He's not giving us as much of an edge. Okay, so either we tried the previous technique and we didn't feel that we couldn't break up the elbow-knee connection, or he's not presenting us with that edge in the first place. Okay, so here, and this technique might be review for some of us, but I'm going to try to maintain a strong pull. Okay, so if we have this deep grip, again, we're returning our shoulder to the mat. This starts to get in a situation where if I have a shallow grip, I use a bent arm, and I could use the action of pulling this knee towards my shoulder to bring my opponent forward. Okay, and now I'm going to walk my shoulders back somewhat, and I'm looking for this gap here. Okay, when at my opponent's ankle, at the bottom of his shin, and so I don't want him to essentially get stuck in this position. Okay, where he's defending and his weight is really defined on this foot, so he's not going to be able to keep walking that foot towards me. So I keep blocking, and I walk my shoulders back slightly. My hip is going to move a little bit to the side so that I have more range to swing this foot and try to get that foot inside my opponent's ankle here. So you see I have like a pretty long leg relative to Yuta, so I have to make more of an angle. So I walk my shoulders back, shift my hip, and dig that shin inside. Now, this shin to shin, we want to start to open our knee up here to create that pressure. So when I see oftentimes with students is they keep this shin too vertical, and then it doesn't track properly here. So what I want to do is start to build the pressure, almost like when we're getting to a single leg X. I'm opening my hip, I'm dragging my opponent forward to get their heel off the floor, and I'm going to drag out and away here. Okay, now I'm releasing and stepping on the hip and stepping down on the hip so he can't bring that knee back up. Pulling that elbow past my hip line again. When the line of his elbow passes the line of my hip, now we have our attacks. And we're going to shoot 1, 2, start to break our opponent down and work towards the triangle. Okay, so again, he's here. I feel like I'm not able to find or identify any edges. I'm going to pull, walk my shoulders back slightly, keeping my opponents blocked where they are. And now my hip moves to the side. I'm going to swing this leg, drag his heel off the floor, drag out and away. My foot steps to the hip, and now shoot the triangle.